So this week's a bit odd. So we were due to have a new episode recording tomorrow, Wednesday. It is currently Tuesday at 3:57, 4 o'clock. I'm just walking back home from seeing my grandma, dropping the paper up, doing the usual. So I was supposed to have a new episode of my story recording tomorrow. Now, that's been cancelled or indefinitely postponed, but it means that, so yesterday I spent all day researching for the guest, as I intend to do with all guests, just to ensure we've got background and that. And then this morning I spent some time just dialing in on the launch plan and kind of scripting out what the intro was going to be and the short form content we'd get recorded. Don't know if you can see me here, you kind of just a bit overexposed because of the sun, but yeah, so I was doing that then this morning, and then I got the announcement around lunch that they were going to postpone indefinitely, which I get. The reasonings are understandable. It's just obviously a bit of a blow, and it means this video no longer had a story, no longer had a flow. So this episode is all up in the air at the moment. I don't know what the plan is going to be, but with the postponing, it means that my the process for Skeeal is kind of up in the air at the moment, so as to what the main focus should be. So originally that main focus was going to be get the project sorted, which are the community side of the business, and that was where I wanted to put my time. That was where my gut wanted the time to be focused. But then obviously with the guest dropping out, it's kind of now, is this now a better time just to focus on getting revenue coming through the door, and then we can worry about getting the community side sorted when there's less risk? Because at the moment it's half a week's work for an episode that now isn't going to go ahead. So that's the risk. So by having the revenue side sorted, having the safety net there is kind of better. Let me pick this up when I get back inside. Yeah, so the risk is that by just focusing on projects and not having revenue then to support the projects, it runs the risk of, well, not being financially viable to continue the projects, because you'll just get to a stage where there is no money left, and ultimately Skeeal would be a massive risk then. So by focusing on getting a paid services side, a revenue side up and running whilst we've got this challenge, it resolves that, and it future-proofs the business more, because it allows us to continue putting that money back into Skeeal, back into the projects, back into, living life. So I think that's going to be the plan now for this afternoon, is to get some services drafted up, some packages as to what services Skeeal is about, and kind of pricing that up, looking at the market to see what the pricing structure should be, and then we can just go from there. I think that's the plan, is to get paid services up and running almost as soon as possible. Now we've got that hurdle, so it's the perfect time to do it. As I say, until lunchtime today, it was my gut. I wanted to focus all my time on projects because that was the community side of business. That's where I wanted my time to be focused, but clearly there has to be some backing to that. So revenue focus now is going to be the big switch. So that's the plan for this afternoon. Hopefully we'll continue outreach for the My Story series, because it's one that I enjoy learning about people's businesses. People's successes deserve to be shouted about, so why wouldn't I? But I say we've got one further guest that we're just waiting to confirm a date for them, and hopefully it's a no-brainer for them. They're always up for stuff like this. So once we get their date sorted, get that recorded, we can then worry about what we do with the others. Say the idea was to get 5 recorded, so we've got Jack's for Fandango, we'll have this next one, so we need 3 more to get recorded. And there's an abundance of successful people, successful businesses on the island that we can talk to. Everyone has a story, so we'll reach out. We'll continue outreach for guests. But yeah, just slowing down as we focus on getting the services up and running then. So that's today. I'm going to do that, and once I've got an idea of what the service is going to be, I'll check back in, and yeah, that's the plan. And then we'll see where the rest of the week goes. I've got to plan my adventure that's coming up in the weekend, but with it being the weekend, you won't see that until next week, so you'll have to watch next week's video as well as this week's, regardless of what I get up to. But yeah, right, I suppose I should get some work done, so I will check back in shortly. Ciao. So I think we've got the packages pretty well done. So start with 4, kind of like a tiered system. So I think that'd be good. I'll probably overlay a screenshot, I guess, so you can see. I don't know if the website will be done by Friday. It probably will be by the time this video goes up, but yeah. So say 4 packages. Both Jack and I have agreed that we want to kind of go away from the norm where quite a lot of agencies don't show pricing. Everyone's quite ambiguous about what they're charging and what you're getting. So we want to be really transparent about it. So pricing's on the website. Exact breakdown of what's included in the packages is on the website. You know, if people want to steal the strategy, feel free. If people want to cut costs and, you know, do it for cheaper, feel free. You know, competition's healthy, so I'm hoping that it's just a case of the project will keep us, you know, as a community focused company. We don't look, it's yeah, it can change, sure, but yeah, 4 packages, so making progress. I'm going to continue working on the website this afternoon. I'm going to go out again now, get some steps in, and then yeah, we'll finish off the services page when I get back. It's an update. You got it. Off I go. Okay, just back from a walk. It was a bit windy to actually record while I was out, but yeah, I don't really have much to update you on. I haven't really done much this morning. Finishing off the website, so that's all done, and then I'll probably just work on some other pages on the website as well as Effie. There's nothing pressing really that needs to be done. Big list of stuff to do, but nothing urgent, so yeah, that's what I'll probably do this afternoon. This video is already over 10 minutes. I put the other 3 clips in the timeline this morning just to see what kind of length I was looking at, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably check back in the morning. Okay, well, it is 22 minutes past 12 on Friday. I haven't done much this morning. I have just now put out the reel for the week. I've checked off my requirements. So post has gone up today on personal and Skeeal's account. Just a collab one for explaining the pause in clips that have gone out, because we've obviously had to reschedule for guests. So hopefully we'll get that sorted, and it won't be too long before we can get some more footage out, which would be good. Now, my intention was I was going to go and finish this quite early today and get this all uploaded so I could go out on a nice adventure, as I had mentioned last week. But unfortunately, there is a weather alert in place for this evening, or for this afternoon and this evening. My plan was I was going to go out tonight, probably going to walk the Heritage Trail down to Peel, stay somewhere around there, and then walk along then the Herring Way down to Castletown. You follow a bit of the rad, you come in, you go through the plantation down through Silverdale, whatever that path's called. I was going to do that then on Saturday, walk down there and finish up, and then come back home, so I'm ready then for Sunday, which is Father's Day. So I don't quite know what I'm doing now. I've checked with family, there's no plans set in stone, so there's no time necessarily. What I might do, I might go out early tomorrow, walk through to Peel again, or find somewhere to walk to, and then just, if I do the Heritage Trail, walk out, then I can walk back for Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, get a shower and then go out again around midday. Might be the plan, but we'll see. I will well, you won't see, you'll have to wait until next week. I will probably put something up on my story about what I'm doing, because adventure awaits. But anyway, I will check back in soon, I guess. Okay, bye. Good morning. It is just gone 8:30, 8:34 now. I'm still thinking about going out this afternoon, but that will depend on if I can get this video done. It looks like the weather warning that was due to start at midnight last night has only just started now, or it's only just reached mainland now. So the rain started, and you can hear some thunder. I haven't seen any lightning yet though, so I'm out the window looking, because if I do see any, hopefully I can get some footage. That'd be better than the weather warning that I've currently got in place when I talk about it. But it's bouncing heavily. Its visibility is dropped massively.
from when I first woke up this morning, but nonetheless, I'm gonna get this video finished. Hopefully get this. This is the last clip, so I'm gonna get this put in, so then I can. Oh, there you go. There was some lightning. I didn't see it though. That's a shame. Too busy talking to you. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out. So yeah, gonna get this video finished, and then I will get this all uploaded. So hopefully it's not something I have to then worry about for this afternoon. So I can just focus on getting out. The rain's supposed to continue until later this afternoon though. So it's gonna be a wet one walking through wherever I decide to walk through. I think it's still Peel. I think that's still the plan. It's just an easy walk. I think it's about 4 hours through on the old railway line, I think. So it makes it easier for tomorrow morning. Walking back is the main focus really, but hopefully I'll have a better idea as to what we're doing tomorrow, so I can plan around that. But anyway, I'm waffling, so I will see you next week. Big adventure, or you'll see me getting struck by lightning. One of the two. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, all that jazz. I will, see you next week. Thanks a lot. Ciao.